When you step into Singapore, it almost feels like stepping into the future. Clean streets, lush greenery, efficient transport, stunning skyline, and a calm order in every corner. But none of this happened by chance. Singapore's incredible design is the result of decades of meticulous planning, innovation, and visionary leadership. Once a small, swampy island with limited resources, it has transformed into one of the most livable, futuristic, and sustainable cities on Earth. In this video, we'll explore why Singapore is insanely well designed, from its architecture and transport systems to housing, green spaces, and urban policies. By the end, you'll understand why this tiny nation of just over 5 million people is considered a model city for the world. The master plan, every inch counts. Singapore's design success starts with something simple, planning. Unlike many countries that grow chaotically, Singapore's growth is guided by a 50-year master plan that gets updated every decade. The Urban Redevelopment Authority, URA, ensures that every piece of land serves a purpose, from housing to parks, roads, and industries. Because the country is only around 730 square kilometers, every inch of land matters. Urban planners use data, satellite mapping, and simulations to predict how people will live and move decades into the future. This level of precision means that nothing feels accidental. Roads, buildings, and public spaces are placed exactly where they should be. It's city planning done with surgical accuracy, and that's what keeps Singapore running like a perfectly tuned machine. Public housing that looks luxurious. One of the most shocking facts about Singapore's design is that around 80% of citizens live in public housing, built and maintained by the Housing and Development Board, HDB. But unlike many countries where public housing is associated with poverty or decay, Singapore's HDB estates are clean, modern, and well integrated into the city. Every estate has schools, markets, clinics, and parks within walking distance. These homes are designed with social harmony in mind. Rich and poor, young and old, all live side by side. The design encourages community bonding, while smart architectural choices ensure privacy, airflow, and energy efficiency. This housing model is often studied worldwide because it shows how urban design can promote equality and dignity, something most megacities fail to achieve. Green spaces everywhere. Nature meets urban life. Singapore is not just a garden city. Today, it's evolving into a city in a garden. This shift in language says everything about its design philosophy. Nature isn't an afterthought here, it's the foundation. The government ensures that green spaces are within a 10-minute walk for every resident. You'll find rooftop gardens, vertical forests, and eco-corridors connecting parks across the island. The famous Gardens by the Bay is a perfect example. Futuristic metal, super trees, covered with living plants that generate solar power and collect rainwater. Even major highways have tree-lined medians, and buildings must include greenery as part of their design. The result? Singapore isn't just beautiful, it's a living, breathing ecosystem that cools the city naturally and improves mental well-being. A transportation system that's almost perfect. If there's one thing that defines Singapore's urban design, it's efficiency. The Mass Rapid Transit, MRT, system is among the most reliable in the world, clean, punctual, and connected to almost every corner of the island. Buses and taxis integrate seamlessly, and cashless payment systems make travel effortless. But what makes Singapore unique is how it manages car ownership. To control traffic and pollution, the government introduced the Certificate of Entitlement, CO, system, meaning you can't just buy a car, you have to earn the right to own one. This makes roads less congested, encourages public transport, and keeps emissions under control. Singapore proves that a city's design is only as good as its transport system, and here, it's designed to perfection. Smart city technology, a city that thinks for itself. Singapore is one of the most advanced, smart cities in the world. The government uses big data, AI, and sensors to manage everything from traffic lights to waste collection. For instance, sensors in garbage bins notify authorities when they're full. Traffic cameras adjust light timing based on congestion. Public Wi-Fi and apps like My Transport give real-time updates to commuters. The country's Smart Nation initiative aims to make every part of life, from healthcare to education, digitally connected. This level of integration makes Singapore a city that learns and adapts to its citizens' needs. It's not just urban planning, it's digital design woven into daily life. Architecture that blends the old and the new. Walk through Singapore, and you'll notice something magical, a balance between heritage and modernity. Gleaming skyscrapers rise beside restored colonial buildings and traditional shophouses. This blend reflects Singapore's multicultural identity and respect for its past. Landmarks like the Marina Bay Sands, Esplanade Theatre, and Jewel Changi Airport are more than just architectural wonders, they're designed as experiences. The Jewel, for example, features the world's tallest indoor waterfall surrounded by a rainforest, merging art, nature, and engineering in one breathtaking space. This balance shows that Singapore's design philosophy isn't about copying the West, it's about creating harmony between progress and preservation. Environmental design, building for the future. Singapore takes sustainability seriously. With limited natural resources, it has invested heavily in water recycling, solar power, and green architecture. Projects like AnyWater turn wastewater into drinking water using advanced filtration. The country's deep tunnel sewerage system efficiently manages waste while saving land. Many new buildings are certified under the Green Mark scheme, ensuring they meet high environmental standards. Even public spaces are designed to absorb heat, reduce flooding, and enhance ventilation. Singapore doesn't just adapt to climate change, it prepares for it. This forward-thinking design proves that environmental sustainability and modern living can coexist beautifully. Safety and social order, design beyond buildings. A city's design isn't just about structures, it's about systems. Singapore's sense of safety and order is partly a result of how spaces are designed. Lighting is bright and consistent, footpaths are wide and accessible, and surveillance systems cover most public areas. But more importantly, Singapore's planning promotes equality and discipline. People respect public spaces because they're built to be respected. Low crime rates and cleanliness aren't just because of strict laws, they're outcomes of thoughtful design that fosters civic responsibility. In a way, the design itself enforces good behavior. Community design, where people truly belong. Singapore's planners understand that cities aren't just for living, they're for belonging. Every neighborhood includes community centers, playgrounds, fitness corners, and food courts where people naturally gather. Events, festivals, and shared public spaces encourage unity among its multi-ethnic population, Chinese, Malay, Indian, and others. This social design prevents segregation and builds a sense of shared identity. Singapore's layout ensures you don't just live in the city, you connect with it. The blueprint of a perfect city. Singapore's design is a masterpiece of discipline, innovation, and vision. It proves that even a land-scarce, resource-limited nation can become one of the world's most advanced and livable cities, if planned right. Every tree, road, and building tells a story of careful thought and long-term strategy. From green roofs to smart technology, from cultural preservation to futuristic transport, Singapore shows the world what's possible when design meets purpose. It's not just a city, it's a living lesson in urban perfection. And perhaps, that's why Singapore isn't just insanely well designed, it's a city that designs the future itself.